find it okay, yeah. So far so good. Glad to get the checkpoint one and then start off again, make tracks for Hawes. Probably ups and downs over the start, but once you get settled in, it's not too bad. Really enjoyable.
Yeah, it was alright actually. Just struggling with my feet now, so we've just tidied them up. But yeah, the night was actually okay. Yeah, I think my feet got wet yesterday, and then the combination of the heat, and that's what I was fixing. So yeah, if I can keep them under control, I should be okay. Hopefully.
And what's your main reason for doing the spine?
The people, the volunteers, yeah, and just grateful I get to do this. So, yeah.
Do you know, it's been lovely. It's just been really nice. Everyone's lovely, and it's just been really nice to get out. It was Standedge and Studley Pike in the dark, which is quite a tricky section when it's dark, but yeah, I think if you can do that, you can probably get through most of it. Pennine Way is a trail I've always wanted to do, and the Spine is a race I've been obsessed with, been a dot watcher for years, so I thought combine them both, get the trail done and the race done at the same time.
It is Monday morning here at checkpoint 2 on the Spine race. This is hard draw. It's also the finishing point of the Challenger South and the start point of the Challenger North, so this is a proper hub of activity. We've got a few updates to bring you from throughout the evening. If you were watching the dots intently, you may have noticed that some of our front runners have disappeared off the map. That is because we've seen two quite unfortunate DNFs, John Shield and Anna Troop. What happened, Mel?
I think a lot of it was to do with the humidity yesterday afternoon. I think they had quite a tough day early on, and then as it got more humid, I think people just seemed to be struggling generally, didn't they? A lot of feet issues as well, so we've seen quite a lot of athletes coming into checkpoint 2, especially finishers of the Challenger South that have been really struggling with the feet as well. So combination of things with long distance running in these events.
That's it. We had a raft of DNFs in the front runners and throughout the course actually. To be fair, that does always happen. People carry some injuries in, or they come unstuck a little bit earlier on in the race. They look at the fact they've got another 250 miles to go and they go, you know what, maybe this isn't the right time for me, and I'll come back and reset in the future.
In the full Spine so far, we have had leading man Ed Payne, who just stopped for about half an hour. He didn't want to sleep here, so he's pushing on to the next checkpoint at Middleton. We currently have Gwilym and Dan that are both resting at this checkpoint at the moment, so they've both decided to have a bit of a sleep before pushing on over Great Shunnafell, which is just behind us now. Nice one. And in the female race, we've got Jenny Hartley well out in front. She's been sort of creating a bit of an island of her own. She's pushing on and is moving really well. Behind her is Daniela and Kira. They've kind of been back and forth with one another. They're probably due in here in the next few hours. So by the time you watch this video, it's likely that they've made it into the checkpoint. We'll have a bit of an idea how they're feeling, if they're aware of the fact that they're in front and play at first place, because you don't always know where your position is when you're running. It takes a bit of time. You have to rely on a checkpoint volunteer or someone telling you. Sometimes you want to know, sometimes you don't. People don't want to know. Yeah, it takes the pressure off a little bit if they're not aware of where they are.
That's it. You've just got to run your own race anyway on a race of this distance. But yeah, we're well in now. We're 108 miles in. There's 160 miles to go. Yeah, we've got plenty of action to bring you from throughout the day.
Also in our Challenger North event, for those people that are following those dots that started yesterday, we have Chris and Chris. So it's a double Chris out front in that event at the moment. They're a couple of miles apart, but anything can change because they're still pretty early on into their race, really.
Yeah, they definitely are. It's Laura Noble's leading the women's race in the Challenger North as well. She's got a decent gap over the two ladies in behind her. And our final race to kick off this week is the Sprint North. That kicks off at lunchtime Tuesday. So we'll see that all get underway tomorrow from Brown Rig. feeling good? Yeah, it's all going kind of to plan, I think. The legs are feeling alright, I think. As alright as they can do. I did the South last year and won that. So hoping to reclaim the title for the North, but we'll see. It's still early days yet.
How are you doing? How's it going so far?
Yeah, good. Amazing day. Couldn't really have asked for better conditions. I'm boiling. Couldn't be happier, really. Just having a good time, enjoying it.
What brings you to the Spine?
Well, I'm doing the winter full in January, and I'm away all summer working. So I thought, I know it sounds a bit mad, but I haven't seen the northern half of the course. So I thought I'll wreck it in one go, do the summer north, get it done, and well, the days are long as well.
Absolutely stunning.
Absolutely
stunning.
How are you doing?
Yeah, okay. Well, I've gone the wrong way though. I should have gone that way.
I'm putting you off.
Yeah, no. I was craving road, but no, it's great. Absolutely brilliant. So, yeah, but this is just unbelievable.
Have you ever done anything like this before?
Yeah, I've done it a few times, but this bit I did in winter and I didn't see anything because it was dark. So I missed all this. So it's nice to come back in summer and see, especially with all the wildflowers out. It's just incredible. So yeah, onwards around the corner now. I've never been around the corner, but I'm quite excited. I think there's a lot to see. So I've had some terrible days in the hills, but it's worth it for this. Just a day like today. It's fantastic.
Yeah. Just give me a lowdown so far.
Well, I fell into 3 bogs. Let's see, that is the imprint of my rear end on a hiking pole.
Nice.
But I've really been enjoying it, and everybody is just spectacular. But the volunteers here are second to none.
Haven't got a clue. I'm here. I didn't have a very good night last night, I will admit. It was steaming cold. I'm stuffed full of antihistamine and paracetamol. So it was hard. For me personally, it was hard.
Why are you doing this?
Because I'm a little bit nuts. I've dot watched for many, many years. I did 100 2 years ago in Scotland, and I thought, you know what? Maybe, just maybe. And I've chosen the north because I live up in Gilsland, and I know, this is the bit I don't really know, but I know from Alston, the Wall to Bellingham, up into the Cheviots. So I don't need sat nav. I'll just bumble my way through if I get that far.
Cheese on it, and do you want to bowl for your feet?
Well, I've just run my first 100-mile race a couple of hours ago. I've never run 100 miles before, so that's, yeah. So I'm in uncharted territory now. So yeah, I'm having a great time. Just enjoying it. Cape Wrath was cancelled, so I was looking at things that I could do in May, June time, and I've always kind of gone, there's no way to do the Spine, and then I entered it. And here I am, so yeah. But I used to live right near the finish. So there's some hills called the Eildon Hills that you can see from the Cheviot. They're a really special place to me, so I've got them on my necklace. So I'm just thinking when I get to the Cheviots, I'll be able to see them, and yeah, very, very special place for me. Yeah, it's where It's where we laid our son to rest there a few years ago, so I feel like I'm running to him.
I can imagine that's going to be a really emotional moment.
Yeah, I'll probably get there. It'll be dark, but I know what they look like. So yeah, just thinking about get there, see the Eildon Hills, and yeah, I will be very happy.
Taking it steady and trying my hardest to get to that finish line.
What's been your biggest challenge so far?
Slowing down, really. I raced it last year and I'm raising this year. It is to raise as much money for Birmingham Children's Hospital. My daughter Harper was diagnosed with brain cancer at the age of 2 after a tumour was found on the back of her brain, and we spent just under 7 months at the hospital, and they gave everything to us, and you can't really repay it. But what you can do is do as much as you can to put smiles on children's faces that have to unfortunately end up in those beds. So yeah, that's my aim, and that's why I'm here, and I will make it to the finish line and do as much as I can for that hospital. I've got a little Harper Grace holding the Birmingham Children's Hospital balloon, and then I've also got the Birmingham Children's Hospital mascot as well, which is a balloon dog designed by an artist called Sebastian, and his artist name is what's his name? He's a cracking guy.
Getting tired. Yeah. We did try and bivvy out, but it was it was a bit chilly, so we moved on pretty quickly.
It's been really good, although everything aches at this moment in time. Well, I've done the summer sprint, Challenger South, Challenger North. It's just a rite of passage, really.
From our draw, and I'm just going to give you a little bit of a roundup of what's been going on today across all our events that are currently running in the summer spine race series. 8 PM tonight sees the cut-off for the Challenger South event, and for anyone following those dots, it looks like all our athletes are going to be home and dry into the finish line behind me by the time that cut-off passes. In the full spine, in the women's event, we have Jenny Hartley, who came into Hardraw checkpoint in great spirits, really happy to be out there, having a really good time on the race. And she set off up Great Shunner Fell, just looking great, really cheery. So we were happy to see her on her way. Behind her, we have now Danielle McGill. And then in third place at the moment, it is Claire Grubb. Unfortunately, Kira, who is our silver athlete, had to retire at Horton, so there's been all change at the front of the women's field today. Also going on, we have the Challenger North event, and we have Chris still out in front. One of the Chris's seems to be chasing the course record, but it is real slow going out there. For a summer event, it's tough conditions underfoot. A lot of the athletes are reporting a lot of foot problems and some real good bogs once they get up past the Tan Hill. So I don't know if he'll be able to keep up with that course record, but keep following the dots and we'll hopefully see if he does. In the women's race in the Challenger North, we have Laura Nobles out in front. She seems to be moving really well, looking at the dots, so hopefully she'll continue doing that. For those athletes at the back of the field in the full spine race, for anyone watching the dots online, you'll see the Lantern Rouge. That shows the slowest time that somebody's finished the event within the cutoff. And for the full spine at the moment, there's quite a lot of dots that are behind that Lantern Rouge. So get behind them and keep willing them on. We want to get all the athletes home if we can. When our athletes come in and before they leave a checkpoint, they do get a full weather forecast. Today it's been overcast, not too warm, which is really good conditions for running, but as of midnight tonight, the weather is going to turn. It's got heavy rain, we've got the winds increasing overnight, so anything can change in any of us races. And when we get up tomorrow morning and have a look at those dots, and come tomorrow morning, all that I've just been through and told you could be completely different. Keep following the dots.